Not just mine, but yours too. Because whether you see it now or not, we're all trading something every single day. Time, energy, choices. That's life. That's trading. I wasn't always here. I wasn't always the guy you see on your screen. I started out just like most people. Uncertain, broke, doubting the system, doubting myself. But one thing kept me going. The belief that life's biggest opportunities aren't given. They're taken. And I took mine. See, trading isn't just about charts, candles, or currencies. It's about discipline, patience, and the courage to bet on yourself. It's about understanding that every loss is a lesson and every win is a stepping stone. It's about the grind, the sleepless nights, the early mornings, and that voice in your head telling you to keep going when the rest of the world says stop. But let me tell you something. This journey didn't start with success. It started with failure. More failures than I can count. I remember sitting in front of my screen, watching the markets eat me alive, thinking maybe this isn't for me. But deep down, I knew it wasn't about the markets. It was about me, my mindset, my choices, my willingness to adapt, to learn, and to grow. The truth is, trading is a mirror. It shows you who you really are. It forces you to face your fears, your doubts, and your limits. But it also shows you your potential if you're brave enough to see it. I'm here now because I refuse to quit, because I learned to see every loss as a stepping stone, every setback as a setup for a comeback. And if there's one thing I want you to take away from this, it's this. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to be persistent. Success isn't about getting it right all the time. It's about staying in the game long enough to win. This isn't just a stream. This is a movement. A space where we don't just talk about markets. We talk about life, about growth, about becoming the best version of yourself, not just as a trader, but as a person. Because the truth is, the charts don't care about you, but this community does. I do. And together, we're gonna rise. So, take a deep breath, clear your mind, and get ready. This is where traders are made. This is where dreams are built. And this is where your story begins. Let's get it.
Boil it down, I'm tryna get it to the bone. Staying on my own, but I ain't never been alone. I don't wanna go get too exposed. I'm tryna get paid from my head to my toes. Hands up, put your hands to me. I've always got a flight and my plans to leave. They ain't planned for me, but I plan to be the biggest and the best to get down the sea. Never miss a day, you don't know when it's your lucky one. You start now, you can be rich when the summer's done. I've never fooled my whole life's like Ramadan. I drop bombs every day, here's another one, boof. Killing with massive success. If I don't do the work, I'll be second at best. I done 10 sets and about 100 reps. Maximum work and the minimum rest. I'm following the map to my treasure full chest. Leaving this city just so I can get a breath. This uni degree ain't bringing out my best, but when it comes to making money, got an A on that test. I need Nvidia, not chinchilla. I got my money working when I eat dinner. You call yourself a king, I'm a king killer. Keep to mess up the scene like I'm Godzilla. Paid in the millions, war like civilians. Boots on the ground, I can tell you who's filling them. All I need is discipline and due diligence. Time by myself's all I need for my medicine. I can say it again and I can say it again. Never miss a day, you don't know when it's your lucky one. Keep going. Boil it down, I'm tryna get it to the bone. Staying on my own, but I ain't never been alone. I don't wanna go get too exposed. I'm tryna get paid from my head to my toes. Hands up, put your hands to me. I've always got a flight and my plans to leave. They ain't planned for me, but I plan to be the biggest and the the best and you're down to see. Never miss a day, you don't know when it's your lucky one.
Never miss a day, you don't know when it's your lucky one.
I've never fooled my whole life's like Ramadan. I drop bombs every day, here's another one. Oof. I had my mind in a trap, but now I got enough racks to fill up the room at the back. Changing the map, getting tired of the slack. I can't tell it to your face, so I pull it in my raps. Now you can't put it to banger. You're so bad, be your arse in a slammer. Hit you with a spanner, a man like you back. I still hold the door for you, I was raised in this manner.
What's the deal? How's everybody doing? You know what's dope? The dude that sang that song reached out to me yesterday. He saw my reel. He was like, "You're the GOAT." He's from somewhere in, like, I don't know. He's from the ends. From the ends, that's what they call him, or something like that. But yeah, glad to see everybody back. I hope the mic is working.
Just cut out of mine.
All right, how about now?
Yeah, you good.
Hey, right.
All right, yeah.
As soon as you said Mike, it started acting up.
Oh, as soon as I said mic, is my mic working? And it started acting.
Yep.
Yeah, no, all that. Hope the mic is work. Yeah. All right. They out here. But yeah, so shout out to Houghton. I used this track yesterday in my reel, and he fucking DM'd me. You had to go for using that. All right. All right. What do we have? What do we have going on here? Welcome in. Welcome in. I don't know. Today's just one of those days where the charts feel alive. Alive. Don't you feel it? Gold is just moving with energy. Always. We're not on a gold chart, but it's like, man, we said wait for this 4 hour to print last night for Asian, and once it does, the following 4 hours should do it. Look at this, 2 a.m. We tapped. Did we get to that daily? The daily? Yeah, right there. Look, we fucking tapped it on the fucking dot. This was the Asian level. We called this an Asian session. If you're up at London, the 4 hour 2 a.m., the 4 hour between 10 and 2 is probably not the drive. That's to hold the support. We described this whole thing, and then the 2 a.m. candle is going to be the one that pushes. All right, and that's what happened. Closed above the overall, but unfortunately this is all-time highs, so there's just some waiting involved. But still, the energy, the gold is printing with every fucking candle. It's just a chance for us to witness something big unfold, like new all-time highs. Don't we all love that, right? This is why we're all here. Actually, I would say we're here just because it's not at all-time highs, right? Right now we're at all-time highs, but we wish it wasn't, right? Because it's not too easy to read. It's not too predictable. We want to show up and see gold being predictable, right? But when it's not too predictable at all-time highs, it's just, you know, we need to go back to part one of our strategy, which is patience and waiting, you know. But every session is a new opportunity to grow, to sharpen, to push forward. And honestly, it doesn't matter where you started. All that matters is that you're here now, right? Locked in, ready, building step by step to something greater. That's what all of you should be doing. Forget where you came from. All that matters is where you are right now and your trajectory. Every win, every lesson, every stream, part of that journey, all right? All right, gang, breathe, breathe. Wix is laying it on us. Breathe it in. We're alive. We're focused, right? Anyway, gold's at all-time highs, and we're going to get to all-time highs, and we're just going to write another page in our story today, basically, right? So let's get to it. Let's just do it. Let's do it. All right, top chat, live chat, because I'd be missing a lot of chat. There we go. Mr. Kariuki, the Africans are here. Carly in the building. What's up? Mr. Harder on camera. Kenny looking 20 years younger today. It's the hat, bro. It's the backwards hat. Damn, you throwing some
Hey.
glasses and a chain?
You never know. I might be a YN.
Yeah, you go hang out with the YNs right now. That's cool. That's cool. All right, and NQ here. Let's look at gold. Well, let's mark up some levels here on gold. I was looking at NQ earlier, but I had to. So I was here, chat. I'm not late. Well, now I am. But I was here at like 7:50. And then my kids was like, Dad, can you bring my homework to school? I'm like, all right. So I had to close back up. We would have been here like half hour, 40 minutes ago. We would have been here. I had to stop shop, close up shop, and I had to fucking go grab the homework, drive to the school, to the office where they tell me, sir, you can't bring anything in. If they forgot, they forgot. So I was like, I just left it in the office, like, because there's a bunch of seats and chairs. And then under one of the waiting room seats, like under the pillows, I put it in. And then I texted, I called it. I was like, look, just go to the office. Tell them you need to tell your teacher you got to grab something from the office, or you need to go to the bathroom. And when you go in there, it's under this seat. So she went to the office on her own and then lifted up the seat, and then she was there. They didn't let me bring it in. I had to sneak in the homework into the school. You ever sneak an A-ball into Rikers?
Not on my to-do list.
Yeah, we smuggling homework, dog. We are homework smugglers. Damn, that's some shit I never thought I would have to do. I gotta smuggle in homework into the school. Hands up, give your hands to me. This is nice.
Security getting tight in them schools these days.
Dog, you don't even understand. It was like another 15-year-old that's sitting at the front of that. Like this and shit. Sir, you know we can't do that, sir. You know we can't do that. That's what it looked like. I was like, look, Batman, let me get my homework to it. Sir, we can't do it, sir. We're not allowed to call them from class. I was like, she'll come on her own. She's like, we can't do that, sir. I was like, all right. It goes under here. They don't see. Shit, what happens if they find it? They're going to call her. They're going to be like, oh, shit, this is, that's Wix 10. Go give her homework back and all that shit. It's very simple. Very simple. Yeah, let's fucking drop some charts. So the daily close bullish. The 4 hours bullish. We have a level here clearly on the 4 hour. We have a level clearly here on the 4 hour that we're not coming back to today. We have a clear established level on the 15. So that's the whole range here. Ooh. What a range. It's a water range. Oh, looks like we're heading towards all-time highs again. 15. Ooh, 15 came up here. So this is our current range. Let's see if we can close below 53 up until then. This is going to get really tough. We're going to need some really nice closures. I don't mind taking buys at all-time highs, maybe for like a 20 pip. Before 20 pips before going break even. But we're going to need a closure above here. We're going to need to attempt to come down, fail. Like there's quite a few candles that still are left to be printed. So ideally, since we don't have a range, right, you want the range to be created here. So one of two things can happen if we do look for buys, right? We're either going to break out of here, right? We're either going to break out of here and then fake out and then look for buys, right? We're going to come back down in range. and do this, right? We will be looking for buys here to come up to all-time highs again as we re-break these highs. I will look for buys here in this case. And that's number one. Number two is we get a heavy push up. We create the range that doesn't exist. And then we pull back, and then obviously we'll pull back and we'll get our hold of support, right? If we're able to do that. And then obviously we've created a range, created a high. Gold's a very technical pair. Once it finds support, right, it'll fill the range, retest the high, and either continue moving up or we tap these highs and come back down. So this will be the high that needs to get broken. Very similar, except range created, no range created, more of an impulse, just fake out, right? So either for fake out or for the onion coming up here. That's what we will look for in terms of buys on gold. Everything else will just be noise. I'm not really looking for sells. Like, it would be really tough to look for sells in a bullish market. That's, well, in this kind of bullish market, as we just keep smashing all-time highs, right? Smash, smash, smash. I was looking at sells here too. Remember, I said I was here at around 745, 750. And this candle did not break this low right here until 7:59. This move happened with 1 minute to go in the hourly candle. I actually had sell stops here, but yeah, when I saw that that we were getting really close to the hourly closure, I just deleted them and went to the school. And look, it came down actually. But the move happened with 1 minute to go in the hourly candle. So I mean, nobody was going to take that. But this did create a range, created some levels. Oh, the disrespect here. Boom. Boom. The daily closed bearish here, but we're coming up here. Not much of a bottom wick. 4 hours closed bullish above the most recent range. No top wick. And since then, the 1 hour has come down. So this is the range. We just need some closures above here. Right? We want some closures above 23,780.25 because the 4 hour did close bullish. If we close above here on a smaller time frame, we're looking to continue the 4 hour up. Right? We've already made a bottom wick here on the 4 hour. Just need some closures above the range, and we will look for buys. Hold on. You know what? I think we'll pick that level up higher. Yep. Right there. Yeah, let's get some closures above 23,785, and we will look for those. What's up, Turpy? Are you in the Zoom? Anybody need access? No? Yeah, everyone's in the Zoom. Yes. Turpy with the triple pineapple play yesterday. My boy got a hat trick. Hat trick on the pineapples. Well, yo, Wix, next time, make sure you wear seatbelts. Safety #1 priority. Like, it was plugged in. It just wasn't around my chest. There's nobody at the Zoom door. I'm looking. I'm waiting. I'm waiting at the door right now. Whoever's coming in, I'm waiting. I'm waiting right at the door for you. Hat tricks for 150 pips. Mr. Lawless saw me not wearing a seatbelt, but it was plugged. It was plugged in around me. The thing is, my seatbelt in the car is always. It's always in. It's always in there. And when I get in the car, I just throw the shit over me and put it. Good, but a good catch. The thing is, if I did that, it would have thrown the video off. If I walked in and I would have been like, all right, let me just fucking struggle with it. It wouldn't have been as smooth as just getting in and driving, right? But I got it. Like, what do you get in? I'm gonna start looking. Imagine if it was one of those old school Nissan Maxima seatbelts from the 1990s. Remember I told you I had one? Oh, Turpy's right there. Got you. Zoom door. You get in, the shit would just move on its own. Zzz, zzz, and choke the shit out of you. Yeah. I would never be able to make a reel with that shit. I also never get a ticket. It's 8:55 already. Holy jumping fucking Jesus. We've moved here. It's been a whole hour since New York opened. We made history again on gold. Pushing up? Oh, yeah, we are. There ain't no sells in sight. Honestly, I hope it fucking blasts up like this is. I hope you see this. Shit. I ain't gonna lie. I hope we see this shit right here. I know there's a fucking. There's not even a handful. There's a good. How many people on here? 160? At least 100 in here are in buys right now. Right after I say that, there's going to be 120 because people are going to be like, wait, 100 on buys? I got to get in too. It's too easily influenced. No, I mean, we want this shit to pull up to clear out the range. No news today. Yeah, it's a clean day. We have a clean slate this week. Starting with a clean slate this week. We have no news. Clean day in terms of that. We have NYSE open here in 30 minutes, which can bring in some volume. But yeah, we got Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So WTF. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. For news. Ha 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 ha. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. Where's the water? Hold on, chat. I'm gonna grab liquidity. That was crazy. Yo. I don't know if you guys could see him. There's a lizard. There's a lizard right under my seat. Duh. I just opened the door outside and he leaped into the house because Benny's there chasing him. That's wild. Gold's moving up. Good, good. Let it move up. 30 pips. Eat him up quick. Yeah, he fucking jumped in here and now he's under my seat hiding right there. I see him in the wires, but I don't want to grab him because he'll start fucking jump. He'll run around the house. My daughter fucking is mad good at it. She just chases them, she grabs them. Woke up down 130. Damn, I ain't been down 130 in half a year. I'm so happy about that. I have not seen drawdown bigger than 30 or 40 pips in like half a year. Was that not a good thing to say, right, as you're trading? People are like, oh yeah, watch today. Nice. The hourly's closed here with no top wick, which makes it look like shit, right? You're going to need a lot more candles. The next 30 is going to have to do something. It was from 4 losses last night, not one big L. Yeah, I haven't had 4 losses in a row or in a night. I haven't had 4 trades in a day in half a year. I just feel so much better. Like, I'd honestly stay, I personally, not, I don't know about you, but personally, I would rather not take a trade than win 30 pips after a 130 pip drawdown. I'd just rather not be in a trade. And it doesn't mean that you don't do that. I do that all the time, like in terms of like, yeah, I'll go into drawdown before winning a trade. Like it happens all the time, but I'd rather not. I'd rather not. Are you not taking pineapples? I do when it makes sense. I've taken maybe 3 pineapple trades in the last half year. I'm lying, half a year in like 4 months. Pushing it. This is so lovely. Now, if we can just come back in the next 2 15-minute candles, or just the next 15-minute candle, and check that will happen. Would you have taken buys there? No. Nope. No buys there. Nope, not doing nothing bumping into this. I would have only taken buys if this wasn't the steep wick like this. Right, like we would have to look really good. Like for a really good wick fill, you probably needed this. And the opening of a candle like this. Then I'm like, all right, wick fill on this flip. Okay. Needed that heavy, right? If we did this, pulled back in range and then bounced and came up, yeah, I'm taking the wick fill. But when it's doing this, right, when you got this wick and like this, I'm thinking we pulled up here, we're rejecting next candle with no bottom wick. If it starts doing this, I'm like, all right, we're coming back down in range. Right, we're coming back down in range. Now, if it comes back down in range and then fails to continue down and then does this, then I'm taking it again. Then I'm taking the buys, even though it don't have a steep way. I'll just take the break of the highs or the break of the highs as we're moving, depending on how it's printing. I remember taking 6 position once with you, close them in drawdown, open the opposite position, close them again in drawdown. Minus 600 plus 600 pips like that, yeah. Yeah, I'd rather not do that. It wasn't 600, but you're over exaggerating. Like my biggest losses were there. Or maybe it was 600. But yeah, I'd rather not do that. Would you say it's easier to make bank but harder to trade at all-time highs, or is there something else going on, or personally in my trading that allows for that? Just say it's easier to make bank. There's no easier or harder to make bank. It's just you're on the markets and it's the entire activity is just not simple. Nothing here comes easily. Amber is the color of your energy. Whoa. Nothing here is easy. Something that's simple to somebody can be really difficult to somebody else. It's all relative. All relative. I think you even got minus 800 pips in the last stream on buys. What are you talking about? What are you saying? Yeah, we need to ban you from using that name, Discipline Key. Jay's got a point, man. Oh, look at this pullback. Look at this pullback. Oh, man. We just said this. If the next two 15-minute candles can now pull back, and let's get this balance over here. Let's hold this support and start coming up. Coming up. Let's do it. Let's fucking do it. Nope. Wackwoods. That's funny. Wapaka backwoods. I revoked that man's name. Let me tell you something. The best part is that you guys believe it. I can make you believe anything at this point. Yep. That's true. Absolutely true. Me too. Honestly. Straight up. Me too. Yeah. For example, my 12 inches. Tawasi, it's Uzi. Fairy dust. Damn, that was loud. Man, you should see me light a joint. I get real. Kenny heard joint. He said, yeah, rewind. Rewind the stream when I said joint. Kenny's eyes went. It's so funny. Rewind that 10 seconds, chat. You'll see it. I said joint. Kenny went. Anyway. Invisalign, baby, Invisalign. Can you see these? Can't see them in the internet. I can double confirm that. All right, all right, all right. They stink like shit yet? Nope. These are my kids. My daughter left these. No, they actually smell like tooth. I don't know. She has them probably. She keeps them in like that little mouthwash thing. Act or something like that. How fast can you roll? Oh man. Don't ask me to do that shit again. Stop, drop, and roll. Yo, Benny. That's not your spot. That's where the weed goes. He's laying down. He's got his paw, like, right on the tip of my joint. The only thing that's missing is a lighter in your other paw, Benny. Then I'd have some questions for you. Fucking knew you were gonna do some shit. Light and smoke. Charts are moving. Yeah, I'm one of those unexpected, you know, unexpected answer type people. Like, you ask people a normal question, they give you an answer. Me? No. I'm gonna try to look for an opportunity at satire, at humor, and see if I can troll you. And if I don't find anything, I'll give you a decent answer. but my mind just automatically reverts to, how can I make a funny out of this? It's just a natural reaction. I can't help it, and it's like, it sucks sometimes because people be needing to have some serious conversations. Like, I swear, I don't know why they always want to talk serious, right? Like, I'd be going to a job interview, and they don't like the jokes over there. They'd be like, I've cracked jokes at every job interview I've ever had, and I've gotten hired maybe like only on like 3 or 4 of those jobs. I don't know why they don't laugh at job interviews. All right. Let's see if this can pull back. Eddie. What's up, Eddie? Are you back yet? Are you experiencing motion sickness at the moment? 26 pips secured. This should be illegal. Illegal. Did you take the 5? D5? I don't think. Actually, not bad, actually. Nice top wick. 5 did what a 15 would have been. What would have been nice on the 15, the 5 did. I forgot how to speak for a second. 2 monitors fried and my router is fried. Okay. Okay. Yeah, 5-minute did actually leave that wick, and we did break the low. We grabbed orders here. It's nice off the 5-minute. When there's a lot of volume, you can do that. Very nice catch. I don't even look at the 5 lately. Any giveaways today? Is that the only reason you're here? Shout out to Nate. Congrats to Nate. He won a 50K yesterday. Can't win for the next 2 weeks. Lucky you guys. He can't win for the next week. No, I gave away 10 on Friday. So we'll probably do like maybe like 5 and 5 Thursday, Friday. Right? Damn, I'm getting bit up. It's like a shit ton of mosquitoes here. Benny, I gotta keep this door closed. Sorry. Chill outside. Yo, you know it's bad when you got to bring this shit in, right? When you got to use this in the house. This shit off. Oh man, it's gonna stink right now. Benny gonna be sneezing. Spray it, spray it, spray it, spray it, spray it. I'm out here looking like a graffiti artist with an off can. Yeah, you're next, Benny. Come here. He's running away. Oh, man. Oh. Soaked in off. Amazing. Friday winners. Oh, by the way, if you have not DM'd me. So here's the hold on. I might have a list of names for you. Let's go over this right now while we can, while everyone's here. $25K winners. Can I say your real name? No, I can't. Should I? So, okay, I'm not going to say who I already got. Or should I? Because for me to say who I already got. So I got Tides rolling. I got Sam. I got Michael. I got I Am. What I did not get, I do not have. Oh wait, I got This is Epic. For Forex Excellence. Chase Ahern. I got Farees. Get over here, Farees. And I got Navman. So I'm missing. Here's who I'm missing. I'm missing Kama Candle. Woodward Adam, Abs, Jacob, Kim, and Farzo. That's who's missing. So if you heard your name in the missing info, right, please stop by the office. No, I'm just kidding. Just DM me with your full name and email. And Farzo, I just got yours. I got yours yesterday. So it leaves, I think, 4 people here. Kamikandel, Woodward Adam, Abs, and Jacob. Those people did not submit their info, so I can't give you your account. Abs is me, I DM'd you. Okay. You DM me, I will look for it. If I don't find it, I'll have to search for you. So Abs, the only one. Farzo I saw yesterday, so then that's 3 people. 3 people outside of you. Your DM is not public. Your DM is not public. Yeah, it is. I just don't know you, so I'd have to kind of accept it. When do we get credentials for? It'll show. They usually do it Monday, Tuesday, and it's usually around 11, 12. Like last time they did it, it was around 11:30, 11:45. They sent me a confirmation. Usually it's Monday, but they did it on Tuesday. But I think that's because there was a holiday last week. Oh, we got 2 people on the Zoom. Zoom door. Holmes, Drizza, come in. Come on, oh, again? What the fuck? So look at this long wick we're leaving, except the first time we did it on the 5 right there. We might do that now on the 30. And if we do that on the 30, if we close bullish above here, we get that wick down into the range and come up again. That's the wick fill I'll be taking. That would be the position. Wow, I sprayed myself with off one right back inside. Now the whole house stinks. We got 12 minutes, 11 minutes here till NYC open, so we might have that. Also, wow, what a closure here. Bottom wick. So let me look at the higher time frame. Look at this. The 4 hours flipped. It's finally making its way up. So we might get this. The thing is, we got no top wick on this hourly, right? So we need this one to create this top wick, close above. Or it would be nice if it can flip and hold resistance again, so we can have a repeat of this or a repeat of that. But the chances of this and this happening for the third, like as it's hitting our right, you're less likelier to hold here than you were here, right? But now you're even less likelier to hold here than you were here and here. But if you do, on the off chance, right, if you do hold this area, we'll look for those same cells, right? Breakout of lows, cells. Sorry, that was an ugly candle. You missed my name? Azan Syed. Let's go back. No, I got you. I got your email. I got your email. I said these are the people that I got. Navman, Azan. I might have not said that I got it. No, but yours was already submitted. Looks, I want a week before the Mass Friday giveaway. I'm included in this round. You and hold on. I don't have. I just said wait. I don't have your info, or do I have your info? Hold on. People I'm missing. People I have. People submitted. Give me 1 sec. Let me see if you were submitted. Yeah. Your name was submitted with this batch, with everyone in this batch. Actually, no, it was submitted. You're gonna get it with everyone in this batch. I submitted it to them on Friday. And then Michael's supposed to get his with this batch, and I think Tide's rolling. Supposed to get his with this batch as well. Yep. It's on the way. So I'm missing 4 people. I'm missing Kama Candle, Woodward Adam, Abs Jacob Kim, but Abs said he sent it, so I'm gonna look for his. So it'll be 3 more people: Kama Candle, Woodward Adam, and Jacob Kim. The only 3 missing. Let's get this closure. Looking better than gold. 30 holding for now. Ha! I got him, chat. Oh, he survived. I got him again. You ain't gonna survive this. Gotta squeeze this. I got this motherfucker. Zoom in. It's a dead mosquito if you can't tell. Squeeze now. Ha! Crouching tiger, hidden mosquito. Oh shit. Mosquito hit stops. Mosquito ain't a drawdown. That motherfucker hit stops. Do you see anything right now at Turpy? Turpy, they want to know if you see anything. I think he's got pretty good vision. Got pretty good vision. It's like, I can't see anything. Word, he got in a bike accident.
Yeah.
He didn't go blind. You see
Turkey sees
anything?
a lot. Just put your glasses on. Open your eyes. I see it all.
He can see. He can see. Turpy sees these profits right now. Turpy already took buys and already scored.
Yeah, he made more than I did. I caught 26. He caught 40.
And that 5 moved 40? No, it didn't. Move like 30 pips. How did you get 40? Oh, you're on spot. Maybe it did. Wait,
Yeah.
that 5.
Or he caught 35, I think. Let me
Oh,
see.
30. That 5. It moved 35, yeah.
No, he caught 40. No, he caught 40. He caught 40. Oh, 34. There you go. 34.
What was I
Got
doing at
40.
that time? Was I looking at NQ?
I don't think you were here. I think you were talking about the lizard.
Maybe. Maybe you might be right. No, I was breaking that down before we moved, and then it moved. Yeah, I was.
It was
breaking
20
down.
minutes ago.
Yeah, no, I was
Yeah, it
here.
was exactly 20 minutes ago.
I was definitely here.
No, okay. I was.
You weren't
concentrating
here. You were
on the
trading.
trade. Yes, I was, but I was here. I was. I'm up while most of you guys are still snoring.
Damn, this did not close above. Or hasn't closed yet, but it's just driving nicely. While you do this makes sense. 4 hour, look at this heavy bullish flip. Yeah, I don't want to take any sells here just yet. Need bearish closures. Look out for a fake out on NQ. Is that what it does? I mean, is that what it does on NYC Open? You mean a close above and a drive down? Is that what you're looking for? I think if it closes above and breaks highs, it's going to push. That's the re-break at a 4 hour high. Look at this. It looks nothing here on the 4 hour. It looks clean to just retest highs here. How much range is that? It's 115, 120 pips worth of range. Very often. Yeah, no, I noticed that it picks high. Just talking about specifically NYC Open. But yeah, it was very clear, very obvious that it's a fake out type of pair when I was looking at it like last week. Hands up, give your wheat to me. Got people coming through today. Power wash the driveway. Power wash the pool. That's gonna be fun. Lenny, please stop. Thank you, Benny. All right. Where we at? Where we at? Where we at? Getting close here. Ooh, under a minute to go. Under a minute. Under a minute. I would not mind. How much? What are the stops here? 120 pips, so that's about 60 pips. We're gonna need a bottom wick here if it's gold, right? This is what we talked. Actually, Drew. I said, and no to NQ sells. Look at the 4 hour. Like we've made a bottom wick flipped. I think the 4 hour has a lot of room to drive here. We're going to need bearish closures when it comes to NQ sells. There's nothing I want to sell off here. Even on the break of this candle. Like you can, but not against the 4 hour. I'm going to wait till something closes bearish here to, it's 70 pip stop here. Okay. So nothing on there, and on here, I don't know if you guys heard me. You said the mic wasn't working, but what I said is good. We don't have a bottom wick here, so maybe we can hold support, and 745 might, 945 might be our position. Just a lot of volume here, and I can, like I said, I don't know if you guys heard me as well. I consider this a rejection candle, not really just a reaction, a continuation of the drive. This is a rejection candle. We might make a, a heavy push back down. It's NYC open. You re-break the lows after this kind of rejection, you can push down. But we are still above the range. The 15 closed, no bottom wick, so we can still push up. So the next, this 15 is going to have a lot of explaining to do. We got some explaining to do. We're either going to come down here and stay below the range, or we're going to hold this as support and, retest all-time highs. But there's still some explaining that gold has to do. Lucy, you got some explaining to do. Current 15-minute crucial for gold. Yeah, this 15 is going to determine if we have positions on the next 15 or not. The 4 hours continuing here. Oh, will you fucking stop loading? Oh, it's not continuing here. Nobody not give you no break. Policeman not give you no break. That's Inner Circle. I got a friend that's signed with Inner Circle. Do you still do the Inner Circle resume? I said it before. I said I'm probably going to resume after my birthday, so maybe October. Maybe October. I got to go see my surgeon. Just kind of discuss where I'm at this point. I don't even know that guy, Mike, bro. I'm not even friends with him. Fuck. Hold on, chat. Oh, what the fuck happened here? Did you guys see that? Is it just because I switched the chart, or is that how it just printed? Did you guys see that jump? I think it may be because I just switched the chart over from NQ to GC. That was weird. I was like, all right, what do we got over here? Bong! This shit just... Didn't you get a chance to update the OBS? No, I didn't update it. I forgot to run the update. It usually asks me right when I started off. And I started it yesterday. I thought I was going to do it yesterday. I completely forgot. Fuck. Why don't you buy a new mic? I did. I bought... This is a new mic. What the fuck? This is a new mic. This is an older headset. I mean, this headset's 2 years old. Damn, that was a funky jump. Yeah, I think that happened just because I switched the charts over. It's just the update. Well, we just called this to 130 pips. Just needed a closure above. This is not the simplest of price action. And when it ain't like clear and obvious and fucking smacking you in the face like, oh yeah, this is it, then stay out. No need to test yourself. How manly you are. How much drawdown can I hold? Took NQ sell, floating 65. Woo. Off the 4 hour? Woo. Scary. I don't know how you're flowing 65. Where is it giving you 65? Gotta be like down here. There's more room here, like, so like, make sure you don't let this shit come back to break even. There's a lot of room to come up there. Am I really muted right now? It's getting fucking annoying. Yo, look at the buy and sell button on NQ. If you're trading NQ, look at the buy and sell button. They're just flipping blue and red, and just numbers are flipping non-stop. That button does not stop. Look how it's twitching. Look how price on NQ is twitching. This shit's gonna move. It's gonna move right now. It's gonna fucking either drop or fly up, but it's gonna move. Look how it's twitching. I've never seen this like this. Holy shit. This is a 30. This is not a 1 minute. Let's look at the 1 minute. This shit's gonna fake you out like crazy. What, you trading off the 1 minute? Watch you be down here in like 30 seconds. Holy fuck. NQ having a C, I've never seen. If you look at MT5, it's like this. It's not even as bad as it is here. On MT5, it's wild. It's just... He's violent. It's twitching. It's... I wish I could show you. Go look at NQ and MT5. That's prices like this. Like the candle is literally like... It does not stop. It's like a heart. You see how it's at least pausing for a split second here between moves. On MT5, it's just no pause, nothing. Just twitching. Plus 10, plus 15. Oh my god. 9:43. 2 minutes. Ooh. What are stops here? Jesus. Jesus! Goal line up for buy. It is. It's holding support, right? It's NYC open. But it's eating up most of the range. Most of the range that should have been your trade is now your potential stop loss. Do you really want that? Are you like fiending for a 90 pip stop? Let you stop. $99. I mean, if this gets to 100, then it's over. But at 99, I'll still run it. Right here, 99 pip stops. I'm okay with it. We hit 100. I'm out of it. Yeah, there we go. 100 pip stops. No way. Yeah, it's just. I mean, this is basically all in pre-flop with a 5-6 offsuit. Not too bad, but like you get cracked here real well. Maybe a 9-10 offsuit here. Definitely not suited. No top wick. Minor. There's probably a minor. 4 pip top wick. Yeah, all-time highs. You guys are all witnesses. Congratulations. Amazing. We've all seen it. And we've all just watched it. Closed full for 40. You are amazing. Alright, which one of you is lying? Come here. NQ, GZ, GC. Come on, young GC. Pull back. Young GC and Schoolboy NQ. That's the 2 pairs. I know we all making money, but it's kind of scary how gold just moving straight up. I mean, just isn't this scary? It's scary if you're going to be in a position, then you could be like, all right, fuck, I'm not sure. But if that's how you feel, then that's how you feel. Don't get in it. Like, a lot of people jump in as it's breaking high. 20 pips. I got 20 pips. I got 40 pips. But, like, replicate it every single day. You know what I mean? So, like, yeah, we can cash 20 or 30 pips on a push here. But it's just so arbitrary because a large portion of that equation here, you're just leaving it, to the market instead of having it in your favor already. Like, there's no equation where you can where you can plug in all the variables and have an answer, right? How big's the range? Oh, well, how far is it gonna go? Oh, where's the potential rejection? Well, I don't know. There's too many things that are, I don't know. When it forms what we want to see within the range that we can identify, we'll take advantage of it. Look at man, scared of gold. I'm scared. Scared. Yeah, we got 12 minutes for a 1 hour and a 4 hour closure. He ain't gonna tell us shit here based on GC. He does nothing for us. Look at this shit. We're at all-time highs. You've never been here. What are we doing? We can't look left. And the only data that we can base our analysis on is this. It's the only data we have available to us. And the prices right here too. So what we got. You want to base a trade based on these 3 candles right here? That's all we got in this area. In the entire history of gold, in all of its, all the millennia, that's all the history we got at this level. You feel me? So we're not gonna base our analysis on this. What pair I'm trading? It's not a pair. This is a contract. It's a gold contract. If you're talking in terms of pair, like spot prices, you're talking about XAU USD. That's a pair. That's a pair. That's spot price gold. GC is the gold contract for futures, and Q is the NASDAQ. Chase Ahern trading a 50K top on account using code. He's up 8K on an account since 2 months ago, taking payout today and gets another 25K account. I was just about to say, yo, he just won a 25K account from me on Friday. I'm about to get it today. You gon' get it. You gon' get it. He's my roommate and just copies you. you taking a payout today? That's not nice. Give him more credit, Hank. He just copies me. Yeah. Credit for what? What you mean for what? He's up at 8K on an account, and he's getting a payout today. Mix up copies. Hey, Mr. Chase, I'm gonna need you to find some friends that give you the benefit of the doubt. You ain't getting it with Hank. You're getting tough love with Hank. Hank's the older brother. You need friends, bro. Get yourself some friends. Go to Hank when you need money. And I'll pay for his account. Yeah, but don't tell us that. That's between you and him, Hank. You don't have to tell us that. Money back guarantee. Damn. If I let my boy borrow money, I am not fucking blasting him about it when we get on a live. That's for sure. Come on, Hank. Don't make me stand up for my freeloader friends. Don't call your friends freeloaders. Or, if it bothers you, don't be friends with them. I don't know, bro. I don't know. I'm just going to go smoke a joint. I love everybody. Can you pay my bond? James Bond. Now they're all making thousands a week. Would I lie? I'm the Forex guy. Where is that guy? Oh, I don't have him on here. Oh, I'm so happy to see, and everyone's using these top one future. I'm glad you are like, all right, I'm about to get my FTMO payout. No, fuck that. 20 pips a day keeps the ramen away. Ain't nothing wrong with ramen. I like ramen. Matter of fact, some days I'll go out of my way just to feel like I'm in prison. Yeah, I give my kids $20 and I'll be like, look, go get my commissary. Or just run to the corner, get my commissary. I know there's shit in the account. You know how I eat ramen? You know how I eat ramen? You know how you can tell if somebody spent some time in jail? Like, let's say this is the plate, right? Like, if we say that this is the plate, this is how you eat. This is how I eat. And this is the plate right here. I eat it like this. I sit down, got my elbows in front of it, right? And that's how I eat. If you spend time in a jail lunch area, that's how you eat. That ramen is banging. All right, let me get these Invisaligns out of here. My kids better find a new spot for the Invisalign. It's getting annoying. Boom, 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 boom. If gold 1 hour closes like this, the previous idea still valid on higher time frame. Well, we have to go back to gold. I'm not liking where we are in gold in terms of having predictable range or refilling a range. I like what it did, but it didn't never give us a closure. Yo, come on. This shit is just jumping up and down. And Q has not slowed down. I'm not a big fan of what gold is doing. Not a big fan. Can't do much on NQ. We've tapped the 4 hour resistance here. We have not closed above it yet. 1 minute to go. Let's see what it does. Wow. When this closed, you were thinking, all right, I'm going to get this wick fill. And look at that 4 hour. Just melt. What the fuck? What the fuck? Yo. That shouldn't. That's 1,400 pips in a 4 hour candle. So that's 700 pips on NQ. While you 700 pips of drawdown when you're looking for pineapples. That's fucked. Nasty work, Goldie. Goddamn. I mean, it's not pretty. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nope. Ain't shit going on. Took pineapple sell on NQ. Nice. Oh, all right, all right, all right. Yeah, Drizzy, you had the 4 hour sell. So you had sell somewhere over here. And then you had sell somewhere up here. Bro, you chilling. What are you doing? Like 50 pips in profit right now? Off 2 pineapples? Go enjoy the rest of your day. Yeah, I'm not taking no sells, no nothing. Nothing. Not looking for shorts, nothing until we close bearish. So we're going to have a candle close, some kind of bearish, strong kind of bearish. Every time frame's closed bullish here. Not a single one is closed bearish, so I'm not looking for anything. And the 5 with no bottom wick. $53 pip stop just on an impulse, right? No. 10, 12 pip stop on an impulse, fine. 50, 55 over here, not so much. careful here. Let's level up here. Not much going on. Fuck, I had something I wanted to do and I forgot. I wanted to do something today on stream. I forgot what. Is it loading up right now? There's no buys here. We're at a 4-hour resistance, so definitely no buys here. Look, 55 pip stops, whether you're on buys here or you're on buys here. It's all, this is a 55 pip stop here too. Into all-time highs. 55 pip stop into a 4-hour resistance. ES is going down. Well, if ES is going down, that means this should be going down, right? Or it should more or less follow suit. But it is its own pair. Oh man, it looks good to continue up here, fill the wick, right? But I'm not doing nothing off this 4-hour. Look at this. Look at this sell-off off this level where you thought it was gonna flip and drive, and it didn't. So maybe it does so here, but we ain't gonna be part of it from this level. I'm gonna let it move, let it push. Gold, 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 gold. You silly goose. This thing has gone up without setup. Oh my god. There's the move on NQ. Just too arbitrary. Just, I don't know. Wick fill up. Everything's bullish. Higher time frame. ES moving down. Gold moving up. Like this also, you know, fundamentally should reject. But where? That's going to come from the charts. Yeah, I'm very, very skeptical of NQ and gold at the moment. I'm very skeptical. Like, there's just, listen, you're asking to get fucking, to get destroyed by just like fucking with your impulses in these areas. Damn. Don't notice it. I mean, we got London closed. That's about it. Yeah. It's a thick pancake. Hard to swallow. That's what she said. That is a thick pancake, though. That's a night for you. Thank you. Later, Frazard. Well, it's only 10 a.m. for me. As I'm watching NQ fill this 4-hour wick. As we're watching gold smash through. Oh, whoever had buy stops there just got fucked. I'm sorry. It's definitely happening because I'm switching charts. Yeah, I'm just seeing like quick pauses because, yeah, I'm going back and forth. So it's just, by the time it catches up. We're still not at 200. Where are the Spartans at? We don't have a full 200 yet. Drop some likes, by the way. Drop a like, sub to the channel, and go get your top 1 futures account. Not the top 1 trader, top 1 futures account. Damn, at least 6 killed in shooting attack in Jerusalem. Wild. Yeah, I just got the news on it. Pretty crazy. I ignore that trade. She wants you to fill her fair value gap, but has been retested too many times. I ignore that trade. I saw a girl got stabbed on a train in America. I don't know if that was a girl or a boy, where the dude was sitting right behind her and just grabbed a knife. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a girl stabbed by a black guy. And then they created a Wikipedia page and then they tried to delete it so that nobody would know what was going on and who did it. That guy was in jail like 20 times. And he kept getting released and released and
I
released.
saw his
Absolute
previous history.
nastiness
That was
by
wild.
the Democrats. Yeah, judges are they're all pieces of shit, bro. They don't want people to know what's really happening.
Yeah. Trump speaks soon. Will give remarks on religious liberty. Okay. Amazing. Gold's pushing to new all-time highs. How about now? What's everyone doing? I wish everyone best of luck in today's session. Wishing you a U green pips. Nice. Democrats like criminals. Yes, I don't know if you heard me, but they like criminals because they like power, and in order to stay in power, they have to do nice things for criminals. The difference with my country is that person would get killed and the police wouldn't do anything about it. Damn, Daniel still. Damn, Daniel. I'm gonna need you to get out of there. I'm gonna need you to move to somewhere safe, like Somalia or something. You know what I mean? Go somewhere safe. Wix, I have read somewhere that in US, normal baby delivery costs $37K. Is it real or is it just false accusations? So, to give birth through my gynecologist, the one we use, to do a full maternity, like from beginning to end, from the moment we found out we were pregnant, through the pregnancy, through the delivery of the baby, that was $50,000. It was more than $37,000. It was $50,000 per baby, roughly. So it's 37,000 was like, I wish 37,000. I want to save some money. 50 grand. But this is also Miami, so like, you know what I mean? Like, probably cheaper somewhere else. In Pakistan, all you need is some money in your pockets, and you're more than safe when you get stopped. Oh, nice. Gold's going to the moon. Well, hope you didn't take the rebreak of the highs here. Insurance pays, or you pay from your pocket? It depends. It could be either. It could be, you know, half and half. You could have partials. You could have co-pays. You could have, you know, it depends on your insurance. My first one, I didn't have insurance. In India, you only need to wear a Punjabi and you won't get stopped. What? Had mine delivered in 100 USD and I was thinking it's very costly. It's all relative. With this money, I could have 100 wives going to the hospital. Nope. With that money, you can pay bail for having 100 wives. That's what you think, but then you come here and yeah, it's this money, but you can't have 100 wives. You're like, nah, fuck it. I'll go back to my country, have 100 wives, and be broke. You know, it's like pick your poison. Uh-oh, wait, hold on. I have a message from my kid. Dad, my stomach hurts. Can you please pick me up? It hurts. I can't focus on anything. On my way. See you soon. All right, gang, give me 10 minutes. I gotta go pick up my kid. It is what it is. It is what it is. That sucks. She just texted me. She doesn't feel good. And she's one of those kids that'll sit there till the last moment, like, you know, try to ride it out. So if she's texting me she's in pain, she's got to be in a lot of pain. Gang, give me about 15 minutes. I'll be back. I'm gonna be here through London close by 10:30, 10:35. I'm gonna be here. There's not much going on. In terms of set, if it sets up, we'll take it like when I come back. Give me 15 minutes. I'm gonna go to the school, pick up the kiddo. She's getting
We're gonna
older
take
and wiser. I know she understands what I go through in the morning and like what I'm doing. So she wouldn't bug me if she was like, "Oh, I want to get out of school." No, like she's got to be in some pain. She's pretty smart. Keep the stream on? Yeah, I'm gonna leave the stream on. I'm just turning on some music. I'm gonna let it rock. What do you guys want? Gold or NQ on here? 1 minute on gold. Yeah, I'll be back in about 15 minutes. Let me turn this on. Okay, so first thing we do is check the mic. Are we good? Is the mic good? Can you hear me now?
You're
Yes, sir.
good. On
Yeah.
Zoom.
All right, awesome. Yeah, good, good, good. You just posted a story saying 10 minutes, bro. You know what it is? I posted it on school property, but the thing about school property is there's no service. There's just no service. So I had to get like a block or two away. I don't know what they do. They have something that just kills all service. I don't know. And I don't know if it's legal, but just like all service dies when you're a block or two within like the school perimeter. And then I had to leave from there, and by the time it uploaded, and I was just driving like a maniac. So yeah, but I posted like, it probably posted like a minute or two. That's not good. They need service over there. None. They have service inside, and they have their own phones, but there's no cell service like inside the school or a block around it. Oh, Trump is speaking right now as we are talking. Trump is on stage giving a speech. Trump gives remarks on religious liberty. Amazing. Perfect. Perfect. You know, his hair is fucked up today. I've never seen his hair that messed up. He looks like he had a really bad... Look at his hair. It's not combed. It's like he's been in the wind. Like, I've never seen his hair like that. But damn, he's not bald. That's not good. They need service over there. I agree. They need service, or they need green on patrol. You know, they need the Ma God in all his splendor. Yeah, ain't shit going on over here. We can get rid of this. Be back. We back. Oh, no, let's not go there. How do we leave this page? Let's go to trading. Remove. Oh, damn. My kid sent me messages. She texted me. She sent me a WhatsApp and a Discord. Talking about, you checking your messages? I don't feel well. Damn. If that was me, chat, when I was younger, if I did that with my parents, my mother would have been, you're staying in school. Tighten up. Click. No pickup. Ain't no aw. Ain't none of that. And sometimes I just wished she did. She'd be like, you're not. Tighten up, bro. You got all day. But then again, my mother was a teacher, right? She was a high school teacher. So she heard every excuse in the book from her kids. So when she heard it from me, she could have just commented. You know what's so funny? She had, she had her friend check the stream to see if I left yet, because she couldn't get her phone, because I don't know. She said she was in Spanish class, and the way she's sitting, like, she couldn't check the phone, but she had her friend check out my stream and see if I'm on there. And the stream said, be back at 10:40. So she's like, oh, then I figured you saw my message. So when I got there, I was like, I got here fast. She's like, yeah, I knew you were on your way. I was like, how? She's like, I had my friend check your stream, and it said, be back at 10:40. So I knew you were on your way. I'm like, ah, man, spying on me.
She got people on the inside.
Yeah. Nah, her friends like me. Technically the cool dad of the school. I walked into the parent-teacher conference last week, and like they're hosting the conference, the parent teacher conferences at the same time, and I got 3 kids in the school. So I walked in, and the teacher sits down. She's like, "Well, honestly, you know, you're not one of the parents I wanted to see." I mean, it's all the parents, right? But she's like, "You're not one. I want to see the parents that aren't doing shit with their kids." I was like, "All right, perfect. Up, next one." I go to the next one. I told her, I was like, I got 3 kids in the school. I go to the next one, parent teacher conference. She's like, well, I got about 4 students before you, 4 parents to see. Look at the line, sign in. I'm like, look, I got 4 kids in here. You have anything you want to tell me? She's like, well, I don't know. I was like, that means no. If you did, you would know. I left. Boom, next one. That's how I got to do parent teacher conference. Can't stay there for the whole time. Can't really rock with them. And the other kids are sitting there with their parents like, oh, damn, Ma, so you're going to listen for the next 20 minutes? This guy just walked in, said, I don't need to hear nothing, and left. My kids are like, yes, we're not going to sit here. Yo, I don't know why. One of my dog's eyes is like baby blue, like sky blue, but when he walks outside, it's just like white. It's like crystal white. And I've seen like when dogs get old, right, and they lose their sight. That's what happens with their sight. Like their eyes just get white. I don't want that to happen to Benny. He's only 1. Is that something that's possible for being in the light? Benny, you feeling enlightened? No, right? Go fuck inside. Because when he walks out, one of his eyes is like green, and it stays like light. But the other one is blue, and it just turns white in the sun. Eyes get cloudy. Like, it just turns white. 173 in here? Where is everybody? You're not all playing the lottery. Damn, this fucker came back up. Whoops. Why did you guys move? Go back to where you were. Yeah, we're looking. So I'm marking off the ranges. We haven't been here in a little while, right? Everything. If we're gonna keep breaking highs here, this isn't all-time highs, Frankie, but we have. I just want to see where the clean ranges are, right? Really, the most clean range is about 908.75 here. We can take these buys up here if we can close above the most recent on the 15 or even the 30, whatever we can close. 15, 30, not the 5. Close above here. I'll take it to the top here, but. Overall, rejection area, look at all these wicks coming into here, so it'd be great if this can close bearish on a 15 and then eventually the 30, maybe a break of the 30 lows, but we need multiple time frames falling in line here, so maybe more people at the Zoom door. You had the daily was bearish, but we're coming up here. We haven't broken the previous daily high. The 4 hour is bullish, though. We've already drove on the 4 hour. The hourly broke the previous hourly high. The 30, though, is coming back. So if this 30 can flip and close bearish, right? The 15 is closing here. Oh, this is the hourly closing as well. Hourly's going to close bullish at resistance, 30. So this is good. I don't want to break the previous daily high. If we're going to come down, I don't want to break the previous daily high. But I do want to wait for more candles because this 15 is not enough. What we want right now is another 15 to close bullish, but respecting this resistance. If we're going to continue up here, we want this closure. Right? Oops. Or wherever this red candle comes out, and then, right, if this was going to close like this. So the following candle, we will look for this. I'm okay with that rebreak. And this would also be the 30 closure, right? If it was 9:15, I'm sorry, if it was 11:15, 11:30, it would be a 30 closure. Or it would be the 30-minute candle breaking its own low with the 15 closure. And it would fall in line timing-wise, right, for London close here. If the next 15 closes bullish, then the following after that at 11:15 for London close. Before 11:30, we can see it come down. But it's nothing. There's going to be nothing on this 15 coming up here in 2 minutes. Doesn't matter what it does, based on the way we're printing right now. Gold, just running up to all-time highs. 100 pip buys. That's nothing. It should be. Typically, if you're breaking all-time highs, you're making a run like this. Don't close them. You're expecting 500-600 pips.
The retracements are so big sometimes that it'll probably hit you once you move your stop loss to beneath the 15 or 30 candle. The retracements are almost 100 pips, so they're huge.
Yeah, they are.
It's a little more
Just wait
difficult
for a
market.
retracement, and sometimes it'll close, sometimes it won't. Like you see.
Yeah, but then you're leaving a lot of money on the table that you did not.
Or you're leaving money on the table when you're sleeping.
Yeah,
Don't go
but
to
then I
sleep.
don't mind because I'm sleeping, so I don't give fucks. You know, it's easy. It's different. It's different.
I mean, you could take them
I
right
mean-
at this area, or maybe after a wick is made, as you're starting to come back above this area, you can start to look for a position, use the wick wherever it was made. But as it's making that wick and coming down, you know, that retracement is just up and rebreak of the wick. So, I think you can do that, right? If you get a retest of this, or like right here, look, happen here. Take the retest before the drive, right? You got that closure. Take that retest off the wick entry before the drive. Small stops here. Small stops here. So if it happened here, right? If this wick was coming down in here, you could probably take that and keep that stop. Right, same thing here. You just formed the support. If the market ends up coming back here, as it starts making, you know, that bottom wick, you can probably say to yourself, all right, I'm gonna take this candle coming up, right? It's gonna look. What I'm looking for is for the candle that I'm trading to look like this, right? And tap this area, right? This is your entry on a tap, and this is your stop, right? So sometimes it doesn't tap, sometimes it goes through, but hey, that's your risk to take on such a bullish day. And you could have done that here, it would have worked. Could have done that here, it would have worked. So if it keeps working, why don't you do that, right? But this happened. What time did this happen? This happened Oh, it wasn't even on the charts. It was 8:15. It's not bad actually. 8 a.m. opened up down. How did you close at 8? And you closed bullish. So yeah, you could have definitely used that, right? That bottom wick entry there. Been right off the wick, off this area. Bullish day, bouncing off support. Keep this top. If it doesn't work, you'll try it again, right? So let's say you took this, it didn't work. That was about 11, 12 pips. You're down 12 pips, right? Next time you try it, right? Or if here, for example, let's say you would have lost here. What was this? This was about 22 pips. All right, you would have tried it here, right? And if this would have worked here, you're getting paid way more than 22 pips. You would have recovered that and this and then some. So you just got to know that these positions are typically are going to run much bigger. They win a higher percentage of the time, but they're also going to run much further when you're getting that bottom wick entry. So it's okay to attempt it 3 or 4 times at at different levels. If it smashes one, you'll get it at the next one. So as when we start coming back down here, right? This price starts eventually to come back down here. If we're gonna still be in a bullish day, we're tapping these areas. I'm taking that entry. If it smashes right through here and comes down here, I'm gonna take it here and trap it. If it smashes there, now let's 15 pips, let's say 30 pips. If it smashes down there, I'm gonna take it here. All right, chances are I just need one pullback, 40, 50, 60 pips. That's what it does. Typically it'll go all the way up to the beginning of the range. So you get this pullback all the way through here. It's your whole. So yeah, I don't mind taking that impulse position because first of all, it's got a high win rate. Second of all, it also wins a lot. Like it wins a large amount. Very good, Arar. Very, very good, my friend. We closed. Last 30 minutes for London. Volume time. Looking like shit. 30 closed bearish. Did it respect the hourly? Yes. Did it respect the 4-hour? The jury's still out. It's the 4-hour right here. 30's holding that level. Tapped it, didn't break it. Need closures below there. Nah, sales look good as hell. Where? You have no bottom wick on the previous candle. No range. If you have no range to come down and the entire market's been bullish, that's a tough sell to sell. Gotta run. Thanks for today. Later, Tom. Have a good one. What are we doing? Let's play a game. Who wants to play a game? I'm kidding. No fucking games. Trading. We're still trading. There's 150 pips. Make money, money, make your money, honey. Oh, man. Nothing looks good. Nothing looks good. Except Wix 9. Wix 9 always looks good. But nothing else looks good. You know what's crazy? I drove to the school with a joint and didn't smoke it not once. I even walked into the office with a J in my pocket. They would be so proud. I don't know if I'm allowed to do that. If you're in school right now, am I allowed to do that? If you're in my kid's school and you're watching, if you're one of my kids' friends on this stream, am I allowed to bring a joint into the school? And don't say no, I know you fuckers smoke in the bathrooms. I know everything. Isn't weed legal? So are guns. It doesn't mean you can bring them on school property. You know what I mean? Yeah, this 40 ounce is legal, dog, but I can't walk the hallway sipping on it. Papi, how much for the 40 ounce? The big one. Oh, man. R.I.P. to GOAT, man. I miss that guy. Rashid Thurman. Man. Why the best ones go so early? Poppy ain't no snitch. That's not me. Alcohol legal too doesn't mean you can take vodka shots in class. Straight up. Ain't gonna happen. All right. And Q. All right. 7 minutes here. 7 minutes for this 15. Man, we are so fucking bullish, but you give me a bearish closure here. Look, the 30 close bearish. We ain't driving up. You give me a weak bullish closure and a break of the lows and a celery play. Shit. I might think of making you my bitch tonight. All right, NQ. Yeah, we're gonna wait this out. We are not gonna. That's what NQ stands for. Not quitting. We are not quitting.
I got a question for you. What are you doing?
You say, what are you doing?
Yes. But I don't get the accent like you.
What are you doing? He said, I got a question for you. It sounded really serious. I was
Yes.
like, all right.
And then I came out with the most serious possible question. What are you doing?
You sound like South Park. You sound like somebody that's on purpose trying to butcher the accent. Doing this on purpose, chat. That he's trying to say. Very, very bad. Not very nice, my friend. You try to make me fool. You make me fool.
Oh man, I'm going nuts. All I hear is Baby Shark the whole time on my TV. It's not fun. I'm going nuts, bro. Just figured I'd share the
Too many
craziness.
baby shark in my neighborhood. Real baby with shark teeth. Bad dentist. Good shark.
Thank you very much, somebody. Welcome to the Quickie Mats.
Where is your red dot, my friend? Where is the red dot on your forehead, my friend? I don't. Why do you not have red dot?
It's glue, though. The glue. The glue busted because I was sweating so much. That is so racist. Oh man. No, Penny, you still in those vibes, bro? I think you heard me. It's all good. That was a
Oh
double
no,
day. Though.
he's well, he's
He's
on.
prepping for his business, right?
He's like, I'll tell you why he's got a red dot on his forehead. Kenny aiming from Detroit.
For time.
Kenny pissed as fuck about that football game yesterday. Yeah, half the stadium had red dots on him after that. Kenny was like, all right, well, somebody getting it. Somebody getting it today. And the Lions fucking took a dip yesterday. What was that, bro? What was that?
I don't know what that was.
They fucking...
I don't know what that was.
They laid an egg, dog.
It's still in preseason.
No, Rodgers was on fire, man. Good for him, bro. Good for him.
Yo, who saw the comeback? Who saw the Bills come back? That was wild
I guess you're
yesterday.
the only one.
Me? No. I told you I was watching the VMAs. Fuck football.
Yeah.
I was watching Sabrina Carpenter and what's her name? Wait, is that even a name? That's somebody's
Yeah,
name,
I
right?
think
That's a
it's somebody.
singer. That's not an actress. I'm about to name an actress. For some
I
reason,
don't know.
I thought that was what's her name? The one that plays the Wednesday and who plays Wednesday then?
Oh, I don't know. I haven't watched it.
I get all their names messed up. I meant to say not Sabrina Carpenter. I meant to say what's the one that went out with the rapper that died? What the fuck? I don't remember nobody's names. I'm drawing blanks today. What's the one's name that went out with the rapper that died with Mac Miller? Ariana Grande. There we go. It's all coming back to me now. Just fucking hit a
I
mental
saw a
block.
thing about her on X today. She thanked everybody except God. She thanked her therapist. She thanked gay people, and said she loves it. Bro, what the hell happened to the fucking book? I remember when people used to say, "Thank God," right? Thank God for my talent, for everything. Yo, who the fuck thanks the therapist and gay people?
Yeah, the therapist.
Oh my God. Yeah, the girl Wednesday is called Jenna Ortega.
There you go, Jenna Ortega. Why did I say Sabrina Carpenter?
Ah.
I was like, is that a name? Wait a minute, that's got to be a name. Santos, but what are you doing?
Also, the Bills came back 22 in the fourth to beat the Ravens
Yeah.
21-40.
Honestly, the Ravens had that game like they said like 20,000 fans left the game in the fourth quarter before the comeback. It was like a half-empty stadium.
22 points, bro, in a quarter. At the
They
end of a game when you're tired?
he had
Bro, that's insane.
Josh Allen, his fourth quarter was good enough to be like was better than most quarterbacks' full game stat line. Only his fourth quarter. He threw for 3 touchdowns, I think, in the fourth quarter. It's kind of wild.
Too bad it's not. Too bad it's preseason.
No, it's not preseason. That was the first game of the season.
No, it was the first game. Wow,
Yeah,
then
it was
it counts
the
in
season
stats.
opener.
That's pretty legit.
It was
Yeah,
the
I
season
didn't pay
opener.
attention to.
And they started the game, man. The Ravens looked like the team to beat with what's his name, Derrick Henry, just plowing his way down.
Yeah, the problem with Baltimore Ravens, it's in Maryland, so that's the problem.
Derrick Henry is a beast.
Sucks.
Yeah. You
He's
seen
a
how he
beast.
works out? They showed his workouts. That motherfucker. He doesn't work out on an even field. They have the field uphill for him. He be running uphill. You got a football field and they just make it like this, and then he's got defenders running downhill at him, and he's got to run uphill against them. It was kind of wild. Yeah, imagine like when somebody sees him on an even playing field and like motherfuckers like, man, I was just running uphill through 3-4 motherfuckers. I'll plow you out the way. Beast. Beast mode. Riley Reid was also great at the VMAs. I don't know who that is, but we were just kidding about the VMAs because the Ravens game Ravens Bills game was on at that time, and that's where I was. That's what I was watching. Right? And they don't have a sports center for the VMAs. It wasn't like, you know, like I can fucking watch SVP later. I couldn't just turn on some Scott Van Pelt and get my you know, video music award fix. Right? You don't see the results. No, you got to turn on like the midnight news to see who the fuck won what, and then you'd be like, damn, that was a waste of time. Even the news, just, you know, not watching it and watching news about it is a waste of time. I wish I stepped out. Or why? Like, yeah, I was watching the shit. I was like, man, I wish I watched the commercial. Why couldn't a commercial be on right now? You know, the show's so bad you'd rather watch the commercial? That's what it was. Like, damn, why couldn't they just throw a Verizon or a Budweiser commercial in here or something? Give me the Geico Gecko. I gotta watch fucking Tetas Grandes, not thank God over here. Ariana Grandes. Wish I held. Remember the trade we opened in 2021? Remember those buys at 1900? Yeah, I kind of wish I held too. I have no idea what the fuck price is. We gotta go further back. Yeah. I don't know. What the fuck? Nah. Current price, bitch. Thank you. God. Word. I like how he went from Javi to caviar to Cavi. We're not gonna hear from him till he's in Spain. I already figured it out. We're gonna see his kid in the Premier League or in the La Liga, right? And then he's gonna pop up. I remember he was planning to move to Spain for a soccer academy for his kids. So I don't think we're gonna see him till that move happens. But man, I wish him the best. I miss him. I hope he comes back soon. Yeah. This is what it feels like when you're wearing an eye patch. This is what the fuck it feels like when you wear an eye patch. If your ass is a pirate, this is your vision right now. Arr. Blink. 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 Sneeze. Yeah, I miss him for real. What are we gonna do, chat? It's 11:20. Gold's at all-time highs. What are we doing? It's looking like trash here too. He's in the swing of things. Damn, what a drop. What a drop. Why are we not in this, chat? Why are we not in this? I'll tell you why we're not in this. No top wick. But we did save. I think we drew it up, right? We even drew it up. We would have to close bullish and then come down bearish. Realistically speaking, after that bullish candle and no top wick, I'm thinking this come down and push up. So, right, because we're still above the 4-hour level, right? So if you have your 4 hours marked off here, and as you're you're closing bullish above that 4-hour level, I cannot take these sells here on that break of the low unless we've attempted that drive up here, have a top wick, and then this candle can slingshot down. If that was the case, right, I'd take it. Which means you probably wanted this candle to close weak or bullish. Right, this you really want to see. Right, this closure. Right, we're talking about these two candles here. If we could have seen that closure, right, if you see that closure, but the rebreak of the lows that it's doing right now, right? But instead of this area being where we closed and open, but an area we slingshot off of, this is where we could have taken it, right? Good idea? Bad idea. You guys ever watch Pinky and the Brain? Time for another good idea, bad idea. So, yeah, no position on there. When I said close bullish, break that low, not what I meant. Didn't mean like this. Yeah, we're here for another 10 minutes through close through 11:30, but if I see something, I'll take it. If I don't, we'll call it. If I see something setting up, we'll announce what we're expecting. But realistically, I'm here for another hour at home, and then I'm going to the gym. I gotta get back in shape. I gotta get my previous muscle outline, posture, whatever. I gotta get my built on. I'm trying to put on 20, 30 pounds. Summertime and the living's easy. Well qualified to represent the LBC. Me and Louis, we gonna run to the party and dance to the rhythm it gets hot. What's her fame? Irina? Oh, was she a Russian girl? Wait, hold on. Did she die? Or she survived? Jay would know this.
I would know what. Sorry, I missed that because of
Oh,
the
she
Bianca
died.
screaming. Oh,
Doesn't want media to show you the ugly truth. Why? Because she and other public officials and city responsible. The monster had a track record longer than a CVS receipt.
oh yeah.
Judges, politicians, academics, nonprofit, organized around the defense and protection of a criminal. That's crazy.
So those, the Democrats in power.
City
What
failure.
happens with all the elites? What they're doing?
Wow. That was a Russian girl.
They're trying to erase her. Trump was made aware of it, and he says he hasn't seen the video, but he's going to look into it severely.
He's saying, because
This is what
nobody put out, the mayor just said, thank you everybody for not putting out the video. And Trump was like, nah, put this shit out. Like, let people know what's going on. Just show it to them, show them what's going on.
People, they don't want people to know that the judges are
They don't want people to know that that's who they let out.
yeah.
Gang,
So,
remember I
it's
told
not
you there was a
once or twice.
lizard in my room? It's still here. Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
No, sorry, I was just going to say, it's not like once or twice, bro. It's like 12 times. They showed all the pictures of all the dates of every time that he looked different, every time he got arrested. Absolutely insane how to still him street. Absolutely ridiculous. Ridiculous.
Then he
Disgusting.
just stabbed this girl to death. It's a young girl, little girl. Fucking savage.
Bro, every time you see a black person doing something wrong, it doesn't exist. Or the black person must have been a victim.
It's not it's not about black or white. The thing is, the system is set up in such a way, in terms of in terms of guilt trips, that, like, remember when you had this was a big reason, like, the crime is up. Remember we had subprime mortgage crisis?
Yeah.
It's majority of the people with the subprime mortgages, they were low-income people, and they were black people, right? Because the loans were going out where? In the hood, in the marginalized communities. So, because the government mandated it, right? And they're trying to say, like, they're not trying to say, they're trying to act like, we fucked up for 200 years, slavery, let's do this, let's do that. But it's like, yeah, great. Let's help each other out. And people that have been marginalized for a long time and kind of been forced into the ghettos, yeah, generally you start off in a worse off position than everybody else, but you know, that can't be the reason why you're giving out mortgages, why you're hiring, you know, it just can't be the reason, because it's got to be done on merit. And I mean, the same thing happens when it comes to laws and education and I don't know. I feel like the judges in some cases feel like, oh, they owe it to them. I feel like in the education system, right, the schools are forced by the government to feel like they owe it to them. Or like the subprime mortgage crisis, right? The government said, no, we're forced. You got to give loans to minorities. You got to give loans to the low income communities, to the, you know, people that come from low income areas. You have to, because if they weren't giving out loans, they would get in trouble. So when you're an institution, or when you're, you know, when you're a school and you're forced to do things by the government's not acting out of your best interest, right? And the thing is, in this case, the government, when they let him out, they weren't acting in his or in the community's best interests, right? But unfortunately, a big reason of why he slipped through the system is, you know, also because he's black. Because, you know, that a lot of times you don't slip through the system, but because of everything that was going on, and because where he lives, and because of where he's from, what he's gone through, like, people feel like they owe you. And that wasn't one of the people you should have owed anything to.
And that's George Floyd.
You know, it's not racism. It's, you know, they're trying to actually make it right, and in turn, it makes things fucked up because things aren't done on merit. Things are now based on either your skin color, or where you come from, or where, you know, like, or where you're growing up. Just, I don't know. Things should always be done on merit, and if it's like that throughout the entire system, then you wouldn't need to worry about the color of someone's skin. It wouldn't matter. Like, if that never came into the equation in terms of, like, policies, you wouldn't have to worry about it. Why not selling 30 flip? Why not selling 30 flip? I just told you. Oh, gold? Because where am I selling to? It's gonna flip and flip bullish right back up. Here's the only sells I would say. The only positions I think are worth it. Like I said, small stop wick entries. You've moved up for hundreds of pips, right? If you're able to get some kind of resistance, right? Like we just got, for example, look, we just got a resistance here. If we're able to now eventually do this, right? If this candle wasn't that big, or closed with no bottom wick, right? Right? I'm sorry, if it closed with a bottom wick, a very small top wick here, it would make sense for a top wick entry if we had a small hold up here, right? And market decides to come up. I would look for a top wick sell here. This is my stop. I'm okay, because this is the only positions that make sense in these areas. Small stops, high reward. It's the only thing that makes sense here. we don't have a bottom wick. So you want the bottom wick. And the only reason that makes sense, right? I would look for this. If we can tap that area, right? I would look for this drive down. Maybe to this support. Anything else does not make sense because this wick, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, that would be 9 pips. Your entire risk here is 9 pips, right? Less than 10 pips. So that makes a lot of sense in terms of risk. And your potential for the run down here is massive, right? So logically speaking, like if this is what we look like, right? Look, we're printing here. Those are the only positions that make sense at all-time highs because you really have no risk. I'm fine with 9 pip risk here. And I understand that it's against trend, right? But we don't have any kind of structure. So if it does pull back, the only move we can expect here after riding up 300-400 pips is a pullback. So that's what you can bank on. Other than that, you got to wait for the range to be created, right? It's creating that range right now. Wait for it to get down to supports here and then look for buys. But if you want to look for sells versus, you know, in a counter trend, they can only come here as you tap these highs and keep yourself a small stop. Later, Santos. 11:30 here. That was an ugly closure. Yeah, call it a session here. Holy jumping fucking GSC. Good thing we didn't take the re-break of it all. Actually, that would have gave you 15 pips. 15. Not worth it. 75 pip stop. And that reverse nasty. Nasty.
Thank you, it works. Yes, gang, Turkey will be live tonight in
I was just about to say, go ahead.
Discord. Sometime between 8 and 8:30 he could be live. So come and join. It'll be free.
Yeah.
And if you're
join
not
the free
in
Discord. Free, free 99. You don't have to pay nothing. Join it and you'll have access to Turpey's evening live stream in the Discord, right? And it's an open stream. It's an open mic night. Like people come in, they talk, and like you're not, you know, you can ask as many questions as you want, and you can win as many pips as you like with Turpey. Turpey's up over 100 for the session today, right? Are you up for the morning session?
Turpey won last night. 150 pips. I made 51. And in this session, he won
free pips.
100 or less.
Free pips.
But, I made 50. So last night and this morning, I made 101 pips, and he's like at 200, maybe 50, something like that. Yeah,
Would have made more if you copied Hank. Straight up.
So yeah, Turkey's been definitely killing it.
Yeah,
Come and join
so
for free, gang.
show up 8 p.m. Eastern tonight. Asian session. Derpy. Turpey will be hosting that. I'll hop on. Hopefully I'll have time. Yeah, I should be home by around 8:30 tonight, so I'll hop on. And it'll be fun.
Cool.
Time. Fun.
Looking forward to it.
Yep. Signal channel. I'll see you guys in the evening. Everybody else. Mods, thank you for helping me run the stream. Later, Kenny, Jay, Nick, Daniel. I'll see Jonathan. Appreciate you guys for showing up. Zoom gang, I'll see you guys in the clubhouse side of things. Chat, love and wisdom to you all. Call it a session here. I'm going to be on the charts for maybe another hour, and then I'm going to head out to the gym. So, as for me and the New York session, our time here is up. And just like that, another New York session is in the books. It's a Monday, gang. It's a Monday. We got Monday price action on a Monday. Good. Hopefully we get Tuesday price action on a Tuesday and a lot of setups. See you tomorrow. Later.